Okay, we'll try this again. For some reason, my last attempt, the stream didn't actually go live for some reason. So we're going to be continuing our hardcore playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Last episode, we had been sent to infiltrate Sigismund's camp, join his army so that we can steal the cannon, the bombard, which is a primitive cannon called the Finger of God. Catherine is here in the camp with us, helping us. We joined the ranks and are now going to continue the story, progress through. We have been given a quest to talk to the Sawbones, or the doctor within the camp, but I'm going to spend the night real quick, sleep, and then let the sun come up. So now we can go talk to...
Another morning blessed by Allah, right, my friend?
I fully agree. That is, more or less. I'm looking for the local Sawbones. They said I've never seen the likes of him.
So, you came straight to me. Is that so? In any case, you found your man. Musa of Mali, scholar, traveler, and physician. At your service, friend.
Well, sorry to say this, but you're...
Very busy? May I ask who you are?
Henry, sir. How come you're so...
Big, wise, courteous?
I'm sorry, I was just a bit taken by surprise. I didn't mean it badly.
I know very well what you meant. I've had such a conversation at least 100 times. Have you never heard of Prester John, or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
I think our parish priest might have mentioned that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
Well, I thought that was just... you know.
And as you see, it is not. So please, stop staring at me and tell me what you need from me.
Commander Katz sent me. I'm supposed to find the soldiers who went missing. It seems one of them is in your infirmary.
Yes, Mishek. He's lying over there, and will remain lying for long. He was badly stabbed, and it will take weeks before he comes to his senses.
But I need to talk to him.
Then, you shall have to wait. When he was brought here, he was mumbling about some wagon on a place called Lota. But then he passed out and did not awake again.
Isn't there anything we can do? I don't need him to be healed, just to wake up for a while. What if we brew something with mint? That wakes me up like nothing else.
That is not such a bad idea, Henry. One can make a decoction and mint, which is called cockerel potion. It will not heal the poor wretch, but it might wake him up for a bit. But it must be very strong. Not like what is sold by the quacks around here.
So what are you waiting for? Brew it up.
It is not a simple matter just to brew some potion and pour it down his throat. It could make him worse, and I cannot risk that.
I'll do it then. I have no other option.
You? It seems that you know a little about medicine. And that means that you should also know that it is a risk.
Fuck that. Katz gave me an order, so I must carry it out.
Very well, then. If the Prague army wants to gamble with its soldiers' lives, I cannot stand in their way. My alchemical apparatus is all yours, friend. You'll find it right outside the tent. Iniherebe.
Yeah. It'd be nice if there was a chest here somewhere with actual ingredients in it. Or someone who sells that stuff. Alright, well, let's go on a scavenger hunt.
Christ almighty.
I doubt there's any in this camp.
You're always welcome here. Then one of us will have to cook, and that'll be much worse. Worse? I didn't think that was possible. Greetings to you, mate. The provisioning units only supply us with flour, onions, and beetroot, and with a little bit of beer. Cooking lads for the entire camp using those ingredients is pretty much a miracle. Then they should start stealing real food. There's nothing to take, good day. We've been here a long time. We've already eaten everything. Hold on, get this moving.
Their face is in the middle of their belly. And these Blemeyes breed horses with huge ears and birds born out of mud.
I'm gonna have to, I don't know where, how far I'm gonna have to go away this to get mint, dude. Screw it. I'm just gonna have to travel.
Good to see you.
Boom. Whoa!
This looks like a perfect place for mint. But I guarantee you the devs didn't put any here. Yeah, why would they? You know, because you need it. That's why. They don't want you to be able to complete a quest when you're given it. You know, you have to travel all the way across the map to get the ingredients to come back to this. Typical.
Go! God!
Oh, it looks like I'm going the wrong direction. Damn.
Quick!
Now I don't know where I am.
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard. I'm a bit lost. Do you know where we are?
Yep.
Yeah. Quick!
This way.
Quick! Quick! Go!
Why not sing?
Go!
A blessed morning to you.
God! Quick! Ka!
Mint should be right there somewhere in this gut spot. No. Can't put mint out and about. Nowhere to be found when you actually need it.
Quick! Ka! Ka! Quick!
there's an herbalist in this town. There's one down there.
Friend, come here. We need to talk.
It's not my fault it's here. I've got a different...
Are they out of their bloody minds? They had 2 collections just like it already. My respects.
Just watch where you're going next time.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Sei gegrüßt, mein Herr. Grüß dich. Was wünschst du?
This could use some repairs. Show me your...
Wie schade. Mein Herr.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Danke. Das war ein gut... Gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
What do you have for sale? Word about the price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen.
Do you accept?
That's still too much. Sehr gut. I can agree to that. And come again.
Show me your wares. Word about the price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen.
Is this enough?
You must be from a poor region. Aye, you'll convince me with that price.
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Was soll's? Warum nicht?
Do we have a deal?
That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more and I'll be satisfied. Aye, you'll convince me with that price.
It could always be better. Oh.
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Was soll's? Warum nicht?
Is this enough?
You won't convince me with this. Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price. Glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
What are you whistling for?
Not too bad.
Sparkling white. A taste that will caress.
Easy. Good horse.
Come here. We need to talk. You look frightened. What's the matter?
You have to help me. Someone's following me.
Huh? Hey, it's me. Come over here.
Go!
We'll travel all the way across the map just to get the ingredients to make the potion. because they didn't put any near the camp.
Go!
It's typical Kingdom Come quest progression. I'll give you a quest, make you travel all the way across the map just to come back.
Go!
No fast travel.
Quick! Go! Quick! Go! Go! Quick! God!
I know that I read that. I learned it. Maybe I didn't. I didn't. I know, dude. My first playthrough, I spent more than 75 hours or something like that without ever going to the wedding. It's fun, you know, just playing the game without having to progress the story for a certain extent. But you definitely want to be, you know, get your levels up and skills up before you tackle the story. Tune it. One valerian. Mortar. Mint in the mortar. Boil for 1 turn. Add valerian. Boil for 2 turns. One. Two. It definitely doesn't end too soon, dude. It is a very, very long game. Definitely spend your time getting your skills up, though. Go through and get as many of the side quests as you can. Before going to the wedding. Because you kind of get stuck afterwards.
What if I was supposed to distill it?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, distill. This is one of those games that wants you to take your time and enjoy the experience rather than just push through. But once you get the story started, then you're pretty much stuck rolling with it, you know? It almost seems like it doesn't really give you a break in between. You know?
All right. We'll see if I brewed it properly.
Whoa. What's happening? Where am I?
Now, that doesn't matter now, Mishek. But I need to speak to you urgently.
Who are you?
No, we don't have time for introductions. I need to know what happened to you and the others you went to Sedletz with.
Oh, that. What do you want to know?
What actually happened? Start at the beginning and don't leave anything out.
We were riding to Sedletz, me and 6 others. We were taking some gifts or something. A couple of crates with some valuables and a kind of painted chest with some documents. Karel and Francex talked the others into nicking the stuff and doing a runner. But I was against it, so they jumped me.
So it was your friends who did this to you?
I told them I wouldn't rat on them. But they said they'd make sure I wouldn't. Francex pounced on me and stuck a knife in my belly. But I managed to push him off and took to my heels. All I can remember is running somewhere. And then I came over all dizzy.
The document you were carrying, where is it? What's in it?
I've no idea. Cats didn't tell us anything, and I can't read. Some report for the king, most likely.
I need to know where the rest of the men who are riding with you to Sedletz are. I have to find them.
I'm not sure. We talked about Lotta. It seems there's a sawmill there they could hide in. So maybe they're there. Listen, will I be all right? What are my chances? I don't feel well. What's wrong with me?
The brew is wearing off, most likely.
I'm going to die, aren't I?
No, you're not going to die. But you won't be on active duty anytime soon. You need to rest.
Rest? Yes, I should. Get my strength back.
So you asked what the difference is between hardcore mode and normal. Hardcore, as you can see at the top of the screen, there is no compass directions. When you open up your map, look, it doesn't put you where you are on the map, so you have to know where you are. There is no marker. We do know that we are in Sigismund's camp, but if you look, hold on. there's no marker where your character is standing. And when you lock in combat with someone, there's no, you don't see the direction at which they're going to strike you. It doesn't give you the indicator that they're about to swing, when to block. You have to know all that yourself. So there's not much difference. You can't save without saving potion either way, you know. Even in normal mode, you can't really save without saving potion. So there's not much difference. It's just kind of more immersive in a way. If you don't have a good sense of directions, you're going to be lost. I get lost all the time. And the combat is much more challenging.
Good to see you. Thanks for your help. I think I know where to go now.
Excellent, my friend. Finally, someone who understands my craft a little. Perhaps you could help me here sometime. Good luck with your task. Kasagin the Manje.
See, there is no marker on the map as to where we're supposed to go for our quest. See, it says that he told me, but it didn't tell me where. I don't know what to do. It usually gives you another task. I am completely lost, and there's no mark on where I should go. Oh yeah, I removed all the marks. All right. Okay. I'm such a ninny. Wincam poop. Wow. Another one of the things that is different is when you're on the road, it doesn't put a mark. See, even though that mark is out there, it's not on my compass anywhere. So you can't just get on your horse and head towards the red marker on your compass. figure out where I am and then how to get
I'm
there.
always glad to meet the right people like you.
I am right here. I think I am. Well, I'm here. So,
My God.
this way.
Quick! 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 Ka! Ka!
Right here. I was hoping I was going to do a bad for direction. Alright, we are here. Yeah, let's see. My suggestion would be get a good horse, get a good saddle, and then use your horse to store a lot of good stuff. And then when it comes to what you keep on your person, I have 3 outfits. Hold on. I have combat. I have charisma for walking around doing speech checks and whatnot. And then I have the stealth. And anything just food, potions. And then, you know, I get over encumbered sometimes because I'll pick up all of the stuff from the bandits when I kill them, other soldiers, and then you have to make the decision of, you know, I keep the most expensive stuff and drop all the cheap crap. Fill my horse up and then go into town every so often and sell everything. Resource management, inventory space is always the biggest issues. So just keep what you need and get rid of the rest. The stronger you are, the more you can carry. So, walking around over encumbered will make your strength go up a little bit. Let's see. Take a right. I must be here. We're here. I'm here. So let's go this way. Head straight.
Go!
What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost, you fucker! Get him, lads! Help me with this dog! I'll beat you to a bloody... Oh, fucker!
This is no good.
You want... I'll sort you out nicely. Go watch your moves on. Right on the noggin.
I can't dodge.
You wanna
when
try
I'm
me?
There them things.
Come on, then.
When's the freaking last time I saved? I should have saved right before I walked in there like an idiot. I have to travel all the way over here again. I got too impatient and ran straight in there.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Ooh.
Get lost if you value your life.
Ah, come on.
You are finished.
It won't let me because I'm freaking in combat.
What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost if you value your life.
I'm gonna try, dude.
Calm down. I just want to talk.
What do you want then?
I've only come for one document. That's all I want from you.
What fucking document? Hold on. You mean that parchment we were taking to Sedletz? Doper Deli. A fella hopes to get his hands on something worth running off for, but all that's in that fucking chest is useless shit and some stupid fucking parchment. Hey, how come you know about it?
I found Mishek, and he told me everything.
Mishek? That old chicken shit? Bollocks! He couldn't care less about some charter. So stop lying, and tell me who sent you.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it fucking does. Talk or I'll beat it out of you.
Let's fucking go, man.
Let's just say someone important sent me. The less you know, the better.
All right. It's not like I give a shit anyway. What do you want, then?
There's no point dragging this out, is there? Just give me the charter, and I'll be on my way.
And you'll leave us be.
Well, I'll have to tell everyone where you're hiding. So you should make yourself scarce, sharpish.
Make ourselves scarce? But we ain't ready to go.
That's not my concern.
It will be. Lads! Get over here! Get him! You fucker! Get him, lad! Ah! Oh, my stomach. I must have food poisoning. Help me with this. Ah! Oh! Oh! You want to try me? You die for that, you bastard! A death for a death! Ah! I've been waiting for you. I think I'm going to puke. Fucking die already! I yield. Mercy.
Oh man, I love that poison. One, two. There should be 4 of them. Oh. Well, must be upstairs. Where did the put this painted chip? It's weird. It should be right here. Those doors don't open. Has to be inside. Over here. Does anybody else see it? Because I do not. There it is.
Come here. Aye, come here. Here you go. Take it.
I have to make my way all the way back up there now.
Quick. Go! Go! Quick! Go! Go! Oh.
Trippy.
Ka! Ka! Go!
Good to see you.
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know it is forbidden.
My humble respects.
I would not expect such an opinion from an artillery commander.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
My Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come strolling in. And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedletz? Did you find them as well?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedletz. They deserted, and were hiding out in the sawmill near Lahota.
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
I took care of them. They got what they deserved.
Well, well. He might look like a stripling, but he's anything but. Nice work. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Loffen Rock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now. And a bit extra, even if I have to go without.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that stupid document.
And he dealt with the traitors. Perhaps even too well for my taste.
Let them rot in hell, the Horsons.
And what now? Will you head out for Sedletz?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story like that needs a proper drink first. You too, Henry. Drink.
As you command, sir. To the Praggers.
Long live the Praggers. At last, I don't have to drink alone. Moose is not much of a drinking companion, see?
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful. And much more sinful than beneficial. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble. For Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply do not want to.
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry. You'll play with me at least.
Nah, why not? Let's have a game.
That's the spirit. You're a man after my own heart.
Careful, friend. Winning money of the captain is never a good idea.
We'll see whose side luck is on today. Let it be now. I want to play too.
Oh,
you
no.
know?
Oh, pushed the wrong button.
Aye, that'll do. These ones here. Damn it! These ones here. Like this. Aye, that'll do.
He just keeps going.
Damn it. They're yours, lad.
One, two, three, four. No, 5. Dude.
That's enough for me.
You must have a...
Shit. How could I have lost?
Glory to the victors, honor to the defeated. You'll get me back next time, sir.
You bet I will. I'll pluck you like a chicken. Now for a drink. And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tut's Bazeni. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Will someone please explain to me what the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him.
You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it? What are your orders, Lord of Barabaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
That never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said, and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
Well, the most important thing is to keep this hushed up. Things will really go to shit if anyone finds out.
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Cuman rabble's blood up. I don't want to end up in a goulash. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp. Kurva! You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
What am I supposed to be looking for?
I don't know. Anything. Have a look around. Check Chertan's tent. It's the one next to the stables. Maybe you'll find some clues. Maybe you'll find the murderer himself if he's a total idiot. Again, drinking until we're all slaughtered. Sigismund wants us all drowned.
A bit chilly.
Was it you who found Chertan?
Aye. Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower, and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No, we might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chertan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chertan, he went as pale as a ghost. But he snapped out of it quick, and told us to wait for him to go and get cats. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled to death there.
As far as I know, there were two of you on guard duty on the tower. What's the other soldier like?
Him? God's teeth. He's the most annoying bloke I've ever met. Can't keep his mouth shut. A complete twat.
Anyone can be a bit of a twat sometimes.
But he out-twats them all. He never stops banging on about the most run-of-the-mill things. Like, he was living in a cave until now. I tried to tell him I'm not fucking interested, but he doesn't take any notice. Between you and me, it's quite a relief that this business with Chertan shut him up for a while.
How did you find Chertan?
I don't remember too well. I remember we heard someone yelling.
Yeah.
So we ran down to the ammunition store, and there he was on the ground.
I love the writers. You know, they did a great job with this game.
How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing, see? And there was Chertan.
crawling in pool of the blood and babbling something. But I don't understand their gibberish, do I?
There were 2 of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other soldier like?
Him? He's a good pal of mine. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say, and that's plenty, believe me. The things I've seen since we left Prague. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this world.
Alright.
So this is where Chertan lives. That's one serious lock. There must be something important inside. Sir Grozov owes Chertan money. Sakra.
Sus. Why won't it let me out? I know I could get out of here before. I need to get out of here to do the investigation. I can't stay in this room. I need to get out. Oh, the door won't open. Oh, I'm stuck in here. I've never had that happen before.
Well, well. So the watchmen were boozing instead of watching.
I'm supposed to be able to go out and examine his wounds and everything. Where did they find him? I need to get outside. Oh.
Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
The guards back there on the tower drink on duty. I found lots of wine there.
Pigs? Don't they know only the commander's allowed to drink on duty? I'll punish them. But that won't help our search.
Let's hope Chertan can tell us something. Come on, let's go and see if Moose is done with him yet.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what I'd like to know. Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. Sir Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Until it's too late, of course.
You are probably right, my friend.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed to drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country. But I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well. But drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough! Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedletz. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about, but I think we should help Musa somehow.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
What are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
What is this royal justiciar?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law is enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels, murderers too. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Henry of Sckalitz in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here, we're all in the shit.
Who is this Stibor of Stiborjitz?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. You don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted. Trust me.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me, so you're not a suspect. You have to get rid of the guard somehow, and get to Musa.
All right. How much time do we have? To find the murderer, I mean.
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report to Sigismund, and delivering it to Sedletz won't take long. Then he has to decide what to do next, which means sending the Royal Justiciar here. How long can that take? I'd say we have 2 days or so.
All right. I'll try to distract the guard somehow.
Good idea. Grozov's men are all blockheads. It'll be easy as pie. And Henry, be careful. I'm depending on you.
Finish! Mushtas or not?
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Musa's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Something like that.
You're out of luck. I have my own problems now. I told you when I was bathing you, remember? But maybe if you were to help me out...
You said you needed my help with something?
I do. It's just... Well, it's not easy to talk about, you know? Someone's been following me. I haven't actually seen anyone, but I can't help feeling someone staring at me all the time. And once, I even heard something.
What did you hear?
The other night, I was woken up by a man's voice. Like he was standing close by and whispering.
Do you think someone's found out who you are?
Judging by the mumbling, I reckon this is about something else entirely. But you never know what a creep like him might notice. I'd feel a lot better if you could get rid of him somehow.
Has anything else strange happened?
No. Except maybe... I lost a shoe.
A shoe? Just one?
That's just what's so strange about it. If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But one? What good is one of my shoes to anyone?
I could think of a few things.
Yuck.
Did you understand what the bloke was saying?
Not a word. It didn't sound like Czech.
What did it sound like? Polish? German?
Hungarian. You can't mistake their gibberish for anything else. I reckon it was some Cuman.
When did all this happen?
About 2 days ago. It was quite late at night. I haven't slept a wink since.
Let's hope it's nothing serious. But we should find the bloke and have a word with him.
What do you plan to do?
If he really did steal your shoe, Mutt could track him down.
That's not a bad idea. But you'd have to give him something to get the scent.
You've got the other shoe, don't you? You can't walk around with one shoe on anyway. And Mutt's dependable.
It's not Matt I'm worried about. Just sort things out with a creep, that's all I care about.
I could explain to him that a woman like you isn't for him.
I suppose. If you tell him firmly enough.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. But now go. We both have work to do.
We need to find her shoe.
Here, Mutt! Search.
Greetings to you, friend.
I'm at your service, sir.
What is it, boy? Is this where the shoe thief lives? That's Catherine's. So this is where the cumin who won't leave her alone lives. So it's you. You're the cumin that keeps bothering the black-haired bath wench. You'll leave her alone. Got it?
Mi van? Nem értem.
What are you on about? You don't understand a word I say, do you? Bathhouse. Das Bad. Washing. Bathhouse wench. Woman. No watching. 9. Got that? Again?
Igen. Aha. A fürdős lány. Miért ne? Minek ütött bele az orrod? Igen, szeretem.
You and the bathhouse girl? No. You go away. Leave her alone. Otherwise, bang, bang. No more balls. Bruises. You understand that, don't you? Fight.
Bassza meg, ember, nyugodj meg! Bad girl alone, értem, jól van.
You look like you understand. See how easily we came to an agreement?
God be with you. My respect. You have a kind master.
So you'll lure the guard away from Moose's tent? I scratched your back.
All right, what can I do with you? I'll try to lure him to the bathhouse. But then we're quits. Right? I hope he won't stink at least.
Greetings.
Good to see you.
At your service, sir.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
Same to you.
If we have bread soup again tomorrow, I swear to God I will kill the cook.
Good day, soldier boy. What are you standing around here for?
I'm on guard.
My word! What have you got then?
That's a secret.
Oh, good lord. You must be very important to get a task like that, eh?
Then they should start stealing real food.
Ooh, I'm sure I'd be terrified.
You'd have nothing to fear, dearie. I'd protect you.
How gallant! Oh, you ought to be rewarded for that. Wouldn't you like me to give you a nice bath?
Well, I can't deny I've been standing here for quite a while. I stink like a pig's ass.
Oh, no. That's your manly fragrance. Oh, it's irresistible. Shall we go then?
All right. Well, it's not like that moose is going anywhere.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozov said...
Now, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinge sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
Well, wouldn't it be enough to search the whole camp? I don't imagine many people here keep poison on them, eh?
You would be surprised, my friend. I may not be an expert, but I know that many everyday things are actually poisonous. What is more, you cannot just run around the camp searching people and then try to figure out which of that horde is the murderer.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? I may not be as learned as you, but I do know how much herb Paris to put in a potion to make someone fall asleep but not die.
Excellent, my friend. Maybe we can manage this together. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
You have a whole book just about poisons? Where did you get it?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not yet had time to study it properly, but please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good for someone in my situation to have such a book. You surely understand.
Right. Examine Chertan's body and read the book. I can manage that. poisons. Now I should examine Chertan's body. All right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything, and forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. I suppose the murderer surprised him. Ah, what a stench. He coughed up some blood. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Chertan. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Several stab wounds in the belly, all close together. Several stab wounds in the belly. The murderer... Almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. There's nothing missing. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them? Completely rigid. Just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shot himself. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Ugh. Maybe the poison did that. That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He had spasms, he shot himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing. I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertan was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know, or not?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book, but if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? I'll search the tents of everyone who's somehow connected with the murder, and we'll see.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. But I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone with your abilities want to enlist? I do not suspect you of Chertan's murder, of course. Do not worry. It is all strange, though. People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden you turn up, and everything is turned upside down.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth, my friend. Who are you? Really?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? But you think I'll suddenly say I'm a spy? Yeah, even if I was, I wouldn't be stupid enough to admit it.
I was just hoping you would trust me enough to tell me the truth. Who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
How did you come to be in Sigismund's court?
That is a long story. I once served Sultan Bayezid. Although the Osmans are not that welcoming to my people, the Sultan at the time received envoys from all over the world, so I was useful. But soon after, we found ourselves at war with Timur and his Golden Horde. Luckily, that is, luckily for me, it was around then that Sigismund's messenger came to see the Sultan, and I managed to persuade the Sultan to send me to Hungary as a goodwill gesture. I am sure you understand that I did not want to wait for Timur's savages to cut my head off. But let us just say that King Sigismund did not show me the respect my position is worthy of. Instead of making me his counselor and physician, he sent me here.
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life and come out of them alive. And do you know why? Because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
You know nothing. I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
Beautiful, but empty. No poison. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Nails? Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Oak. And dry as a bone. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. Where the hell did a common soldier get so much money? Something stinks here. Just a broom. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Nothing out of the ordinary. He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he? There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
Why?
I found the cuman who was stalking you. He's called Chakan, and I reckon you won't have any more trouble from him.
Ah, thank God. How did you convince him to stop?
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with someone like him.
And he understood? Have you learnt cuman? Or did you explain it with your fists? And what about my shoes?
Here they are. Both of them.
Thank God for that. I was afraid I'd have to steal someone else's. And Henry?
What?
Thank you. You're a good man. I owe you one.
I swear, they all simply deserted. They killed the commander and fled to some farm. Are you surprised? I sometimes have
to pack it all in and get out this lousy shithole tomb.
Careful. What if someone hears?
Why should I care?
Oh. I swore he had that special armor on him, but I guess only if you toggle the quest. There's the dog. I almost woke the dog up.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Talk to the dude, but it's probably to wait till morning.
Greetings.
You too.
Not long now, and it'll be ours.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Grozov will have definitely sent a report to Sedletz by now. I should hurry.
They got no clothes.
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grozov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Sir, people don't murder each other for no reason. They murder mostly for revenge or profit. And Musa had no motive. Why would he want to? He has an infirmary full of stabbed people. He doesn't need another one.
Maybe that's exactly what bothered him. Get rid of the commander, and the troops won't go into battle, so there won't be any wounded.
I don't think you believe that yourself, sir.
But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What?
Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Crow crept up on Chertan in the night and tried to kill him. And others would no doubt have ended the same, because Crow is an enemy mercenary.
What bilge? I've known the man for years, sir.
He made it all up. Where's the evidence?
I don't need any proof, I just know. Crow is the murderer.
You just know, do you? How convenient. But unlike you villagers, we lords like to have things de jure. So, the next time you have some foolish conjecture, keep it to yourself. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
My guess is Crow coated the dagger with poison. How else could he have poisoned him so quickly?
That's nonsense, isn't it? You think he planned ahead to stab someone half to death and leave the poison to finish the job?
That really does sound peculiar.
Ha!
Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough! You're wasting my time here. You don't know anything. Luckily for you, the king's principal concern is that the camp remain calm. That is more important than justice.
So, what do you suggest, sir?
You can't have Musa killed. He's an innocent man.
Maybe he is, but that's not even that important. The main thing is that he is valuable to the king.
But we have to punish someone. Well, before the humans find out.
Point at someone, and I'll happily convict him.
How about that jumped-up rat who's been falsely accusing everyone?
What? You can't do that!
Oh, yes, we can, lad. You'll see. Sir Grossoff, muster the men. It's time they had some entertainment.
What? What? How did... What? That didn't work out that way last time I did this. What the... Oh man, and I thought it saved it before. I hate these type of games, man.
I'm sorry.
Freaking lose an hour's worth of gameplay. Hour and a half. Turn around and do it all over again.
My respects.
Again. Right. I found out all I could.
That fast? Go and...
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with In the meantime, I'll go and get everything...
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Crow crept up on Chertan in the night and tried to kill him. And others would no doubt have ended the same, because Crow is an enemy mercenary.
What bilge? I've known the man for years, sir.
He made it all up. Where's the evidence?
I don't need any proof, I just know. Crow is the murderer.
You just know, do you? How convenient. But unlike you villagers, we lords like to have things de jure. So, the next time you have some foolish conjecture, keep it to yourself. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Crow definitely poisoned the wine. Maybe Musa turned his back, and at that moment, he poured it into the goblet.
What do you think of that, Sir Musa?
It is not impossible. I had to go and get clean bandages and water to wash the wounds.
You're not gonna take this seriously, are you? Ha! Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough! I've heard all I need to know. Katz, I hereby convict that corporal of yours for murder.
What?
Sir Grosov, have a gallows erected.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it need be. We could have you tortured, too.
You whoresons! Just try and catch me! Fuck you, whoreson!
Well, Lord Stieberitz, I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. He doesn't deserve to be buried with soldiers who fell for the king. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for all this unpleasantness.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. It's a waste of a blade.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp. Under these circumstances, I can't let you remain here unsupervised.
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where your inaction brought us. I will take command for the moment.
You can't do that.
Indeed, I can. And much more besides. I will live in the royal tent. I'm sure cats will be happy to leave it to me.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time.
Dip your wick.
Everything all right, Sir Stibor?
No need to worry. Just because I spent all day sitting on my rear end.
Fuck.
I'm in no mood for nonsense. No messing about. It's the hold-up, innkeeper.
Gather round, good men. You can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all.
Good day. Good day to you.
Good day.
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedletz.
God be with you.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cuman's asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
For being brought into this world by a woman.
Why is it you look, you know, different?
Me? All of you in this country are strange. I've traveled the world over, but there were never people so...
pale.
Limited. Your medicine, physics, and astronomy burned together with Rome. In short, you are barbarians. Though kind-hearted barbarians.
Tell me about your travels. About those big cities and the people living there.
Well, for example, people in my world are educated. Not like in yours. And education is the greatest wealth there is. So what would you like to learn, my friend?
I'd like to be able to heal people like you do.
And what's stopping you? Find some books and a master to guide you. That's all you need.
And couldn't you be that master?
I don't have the time or the patience for that, my friend. But I can give you a few tips. Now, pay attention.
I'd like to learn a few things.
A fine idea. Education is the greatest wealth you can obtain. That's why it comes at a cost, my friend.
Where did you learn everything?
In many places. A real scholar must know the world. But I learned the most in Timbuktu, in my country.
What's it like there?
The foundation of education is to learn how to read and write, so that you can study the Quran. You can get this foundation in one of our mosques. There were originally 2, but after I left, I heard they built a 3rd. If you want to continue your pursuit of knowledge after that, you would have to find a teacher and study in his private library.
All right, I'm ready. We can get out of here.
The sooner the better. Deserters, traitors, murders. I'm getting too old for all this. I still can't believe the crowd betrayed us. Why the fuck didn't I notice anything earlier?
Ah, don't worry about it. He was one wily bastard.
In any case, the company's missing a corporal now. And I was thinking the post should go to someone capable. You may be new, but you've been a real help to me. And the lads will obey you. I'll make sure of that. What do you say?
Well, I assume a corporal has better pay.
You'd get a bit more, eh? But don't expect to be building a palace in Old Town Square.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes. What else, you dolt?
It'll be an honor, sir.
You can stick the sir where the sun don't shine. You must know by now I'm not keen on formalities. Well, let's leave it be now. Otherwise we won't get out of here before dark. Right, Corporal. Order the men to get onto the wagons.
Aye, sir.
Sedletz awaits!
So the devil jumps him from behind a tree. But Pa, who's already got his blood up, just grabs him by the horns, wrestles him to the ground, and then starts giving the death such a hiding. The fur is flying off. Wait, fellas. After Pa was done with it.
Oh!
Do it! You should have fucking stayed out of it!
Don't kill him! This one's mine! Sehr gut! Gott sei Dank!
Verdammte Blutung. This should stop the bleeding.
You fucking traitor.
Calm down, or you'll faint again. You've lost a lot of blood.
What now? What are you going to do with me?
Well, you're a good man. You deserve an honorable death.
A commander should fall with his men. You swine!
Jeszcze musisz się sporo nauczyć, bracie.
Why is it robbing him when it's looting everybody else?
There. It's done.
What's the matter? Aren't you happy?
It just doesn't seem right, what we did to those people.
Not people, the enemy. Remember that. Trust me, you'll sleep a lot better. By the way, Brabant has already brought up his promised reinforcements.
What are they like?
Well, you'll see for yourself. But now, we have to get out of here first.
Yeah, the sooner we make ourselves scarce, the better.
To the task, then.
Seems like we poked a hornet's nest with that ambush, eh?
We did. And that means the Devil's Den won't be safe much longer.
Another reason not to stick around there and attack Malashov.
Well, we're in luck. Ada's just returned from a scouting mission, and he says von Burkov's at the castle.
And what about Brabant's men? You were saying you don't like the look of them.
I just don't trust them somehow. But I'll admit that Frenchman surprised me. They're no greenhorns.
We'll see how they fare in battle.
Indeed we will. We'll soon get going. Get ready, and then we'll plan what's next.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to call the stream here for now. I truly appreciate you spending time with me, and if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We will be finishing the story, finishing all the way through the end.
Good day to you.
I'll pick this up again tomorrow evening. Again, I'd like to say thank you so much. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.